Hi everyone! Tom was here back at it with another unboxing video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. This is a mystery box from the Historical Autographs Facebook page. And this was a box they put together for the National Trading Card and Collectors Convention show. And they put this together, basically it is a box that contains one trading card. I believe it's a one-of-one trading card that is slabbed, and it's of a signature, a cut signature from a historical figure. They did say the vast majority of them were of the military variety, so I may not necessarily know who's in this box, but we're going to do a little lookup and find out some information about them. But let's get into this to open up this one-of-one cut autograph trading card, something a little bit different on Tom Was Here.
Hey, how do you like this? I'm Dan Israel, and you're watching Tom Was Here.
Okay, so Historical Autographs, like I said, they did this for the National. It is a historical figure or military historical figure. There are also some former presidents in there and a few other notable names, but it is at random, so you don't really know what you're getting into. But yeah, it's down to just one. I believe there's just one card in here. Is all this is, one slabbed card that someone took a. I don't know if it's from a line or a series, if it's from a certain company. So let's see if it's someone that we actually know that's in here, without having to look anything up. Okay. So there is some paperwork, and I think this is the card. It is there. I don't know if I want to necessarily look at the paperwork to see if it's something. Maybe there's a checklist. There is a. Oh, maybe it's. Okay. That might actually be the person of who it is in there. So maybe I shouldn't have looked at that. Although I didn't even see the name. I just, I think I just opened up like a biography on that person, which was cool to include that in there. Okay, so this is, yeah, one of one. Famous Fabrics, Horrors of War. Oh, maybe it's not Beckett. For some reason I thought it was Beckett. Maybe it's not Beckett. But it's World War II, and the name is Loris Norstad. And it says, congratulations, you received a World War II card from the Famous Fabrics Inc. Horror of War edition. On front of this card is an authentic cut signature of the personality named on this Famous Fabrics tag. This authenticity of a cut signature is guaranteed by Famous Fabrics Inc. Enjoy your piece of war history. So World War II, Loris Norstad. I'm honest, not familiar with him from the jump, but they did kindly enough put his biography in here. He died in 1988, age 81. He's in Arlington National Cemetery. He's a American general officer, General Loris Norstad. So he's an American general from World War II. He has the Air Force. He has 2 Air Force Distinguished Service Medals, an Army Distinguished Service Medal, a Silver Star, 2 Legions of Merit, an Air Medal, and the French Legion of Honor. Let's see, World War II, August 1942, he was named Assistant Chief of Staff of Operations of the 12th Air Force. Let's see, he met General Dwight Eisenhower, who Eisenhower said of him, "It was on this occasion that I first met Lieutenant Colonel Loris Norstad, a young officer who so impressed me by his alertness, grasp of problems, and personality that I never thereafter lost sight of him. He was and is only one of the rare men whose capability knows no limit. February 43, he's promoted to Brigadier General. Let's see. Transferred to Washington, D.C. in August 44, where he was Deputy Chief of Air Staff at the Army Air Force Headquarters. February 46, he continued as Assistant Chief of Air Staff for Plans until the following June, where he was appointed Director of the Plans and Operations Division of the War Department. In 47, following division of the War Department into the... they divided the War Department, the Army and the Air Force. Norstad transferred to the Air Force and was appointed Deputy Chief of Staff for Operations of the Air Force, and following May assumed additional duties as Acting Vice Chief of Staff for the Air Force. See, joining the Air Forces in Europe in August 1950, Norstad was Commander-in-Chief, U.S. Air Forces in Europe, headquartered in Germany. He assumed additional duty as General. Interesting. So I did get the military thing, but yeah, I have a guy that died in 1988. But that's a really cool, a higher up of the. Let's see, he was from 1930 to 1947 in the Army, and 1947 to 1963 in the Air Force to achieve the rank of General. That's really cool. I don't know what a value is on this sort of thing. They did say that there were some values on certain things that were more expensive than others. Some of them were like bigger hits, like $500 hits. I don't know if I necessarily got that in there. But it was a general in World War II. I don't know if this is something necessarily that I'm going to consider keeping. I don't know if this is something that somebody would, in historic autographs would trade for somebody that is more, maybe they're doing a collection of them and they want to trade me something for it. I might consider that, but I don't, like I said, I don't know of value, and if this is something worth holding on to. It looks like it's series number 1173 of 1600, but it's not. For some reason I thought it was Beckett's Lab. It's not. It's listed as Famous Fabrics, so I guess that's a line of card series. So yeah, Loris Norstad, the American general of the Army and the Air Force, World War II. Let me know your thoughts on this. Obviously, it's something a little different than the standard unboxing videos that we do. I was trying to look for something new and different to try. It's really cool. I do like the color card's cut. It looks like it's cut from a postcard. It had the date of November 20-something, obviously from a while ago. But it's funny. So he sent out a postcard to someone, and somehow it's made its way, like I'm sure just a postcard that, could be a friend or somebody that wrote to him, or real military buff, and they cut it and they put it in a card, and now I'm holding that card. There's something strange. I mean, I do like the historical aspect of that somehow it found its way into a trading card, of which now is in my possession. So that part's very interesting. But guys, thanks so much for watching. If you are new here, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to support me on Patreon like John Bailey did, you can do so. Link is in the description below. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt, a Tomwashere t-shirt, you can do so at Spreadshirt, as well as links to my eBay store, Facebook page, Instagram, Clubhouse, and the Pennsylvania Autograph Collectors Association. Links are in the description below. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Do you have any historical autographs or any military historical autographs? I do know that there were a few presidents that were in this series as well. That would have been cool to get. But still, I think this is a good one. Obviously, speaking from the terms that I'm not sure what else is in the edition. Like I would assume with every one of these lines, there's one that's like the worst pull. I don't think I got the worst pull, but I just don't know enough about, I guess, what other cards were available. I assume it's not the best pull. But yeah, that'll do it. historical autographs. Check out their Facebook page. I'll put a link in the description below. Definitely want to check them out for this, because people do put up a lot of either they'll do some razzes, or they'll have items up for trade. And I might consider putting this one up for trade if someone gave me something for it. But guys, thanks so much for watching, and until the next video, we will see you soon. But until then, bye everyone.